Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. After the Maze Runner, Thomas and his group of gladers start running from this organisation known as Wicked. Which, by the way, if you're going to make an evil organisation, how about not giving it a name which sounds evil? Wicked? Really? Yeah, I'd think that even after the zombie apocalypse, you could probably afford someone to work on branding. Kind of like that guy in Star Wars who's selling death sticks. How do you expect to push your product when you call them death sticks? It's kind of like calling cocaine death powder, don't you think? Why is Wicked after these kids? Well, the answer was in the conclusion of the last film. See, it turns out this is a zombie apocalypse, and these kids are immune to this disease. Their solution to find a cure of what makes them immune is to put them into a giant death maze, thus killing their sample and making the cure worthless. I'm just saying, it's probably going to be hard to make your cure when all your subjects are dead. But on top of that, we also find this is a giant psychological study, with different mazes having different test groups. Like one where we have one boy and a group of all girls. Now, this would be worth looking into if it's a psychological study, but this isn't a question of psychology, this is a question of medicine. If this whole plan isn't completely freaking stupid, they don't do a good job of convincing me otherwise. Fortunately, we don't have any stupid twists in this film, but we don't really have anything good either. The setting is very generic, just kind of post-apocalyptic. It's every Mad Max, Waterworld apocalypse we've seen before. The setting of the maze was actually something that was very interesting and drew the audience in. I remember seeing trailers for the Maze Runner and I was actually interested to see where this film was going. Not so much this one, it just feels like every other apocalypse. On top of that, we don't really have any of the great character interactions that we had in the last film. And the only reason I cared about a lot of these people is because they were in the previous film. Everyone felt like they had a role to play in the film and in this community, but here, they just kind of all blend together. I mean, they introduce a character only to kill him off, and they don't really give me a reason to care about him. Truth be told, there's nothing bad about this film that I can mention, but there's nothing good either. The characters, they're fine, the acting is fine, the action scene's fine, it's just so painfully adequate. It lost what made the previous film actually good, and as a result, it just turned out to be a very lame sequel, so 5 out of 10. I wish I could talk about more about this film, but aside from going through and talk about it scene by scene as to why it doesn't leave any impression, there really isn't that much to talk about. It's kind of like describing water. It's fine. Nothing bad about it, but there's nothing like that great either. Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials may have been less stupid, but it wasn't much of anything else. But hopefully the final film can help to redeem that. So, I'll see you then. Take care now, bye bye then.